Yo. What is the business, man? DJ J Phil, my nigga A Major.
Yeah.
What is the business, my dude?
Nigga, we on.
We on, man. That don't just mean we on, man. Worth Ethic, outstanding network, man. We back all up in your mama's boat. Man, it's been a long time, A, man. Last episode you said was when?
Nigga, May 13th.
May 13th, man. So
That's
damn.
the last drop. That was we had
that was that going away episode. Now that I recall that was that going away episode. And for y'all don't know, man,
we had Brother Kush on there.
Yeah, man. Had Kush on there. Had the
better known as JB now.
Yeah, let's get that right.
JB.
Shout out to Kush,
yes, sir.
AKA JB.
Yep.
Man, that was was playing the hell out of that creeping on that.
Yeah.
I still love that record. That shit still going hard. That shit still
creeping down your block.
JB, you need to promote that a little bit more tougher, man.
Yo, that shit's it's on all streaming platforms right now.
Yeah, check that out on it's on Apple.
It's on Apple, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify. Yep, creeping. Featuring Mills.
Even on YouTube if you want to see a little peeking little face creeping up. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's
on YouTube, huh?
Yeah, it is.
I haven't seen it on YouTube. Well, I listen to my shit on Tidal. Tidal's my choice of streaming platforms.
I'm not hating on Hov. I just,
got to. I had Tidal and I had iTunes, but I was like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
The power.
Yes, sir.
Man. So it's been a long time, man. Where are we gonna start at, man? Where do we? You know what? I know where we start at, man.
Where we at?
Okay, man. We had 2020. Man, listen. So for those who don't know, I had to go sit it down for a little while, but I'm back. But niggas, listen. First Kobe don't pass, and then Corona.
Yeah.
And then let's not even mention, man, like people been leaving this earth, leaving us like crazy, you know, from celebrities to our loved ones.
I mean, to back it up, 2018, I lost my pops in June 1st, 2018.
Oh, man,
we were going through that, and I remember you was going through your episode. You had some family deals, so I mean, to do the show, it wasn't feeling the same to keep the show moving and keep it rolling like we were and like we could have. And I mean, just trying to spend all that time that I could and what we had.
Had to get your mind right.
Facts. That's the same year got engaged.
Yeah.
Yep. And got married. So I mean,
hell of a year.
Nah,
man.
No. I might be messing that up. Might have to do an edit. Did get married that year.
He's having to edit that for she say, what you say, nigga?
Yeah. Nah, it was that one. Yeah, that was right.
For sure, man. Hey, man, well, and we're gonna kick it off, man. We usually kick it off with the memoriam. So let's, go ahead and kick. Damn, I got a phone call. If that I know you see anyway.
That's the airplane mode. When you're doing the live, either airplane mode or you need to get an old phone. And then just do what you gotta do.
Anyway, let's go ahead and I'll put this out there too. I got a brother I met. He stays way out in Arkansas. I met him for the first time. It was in like 2014, maybe 13.
Okay.
But
he's
anyway,
older or he's
older. He's older.
Oh, you got an older brother.
I got like three older brothers, actually.
Okay.
Same father, different mom. But
right.
My brother, his brother on his mother's side, passed yesterday.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and then I had my grandfather, my mom's dad. I never met him, and he actually just happened to he passed away on Sunday of natural causes.
Okay.
So
you know how old he was?
Oh man, I really don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I wouldn't know, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
I like I said, I had the opportunity to meet him before I went and did my time, but I literally just missed him by like 5 minutes. He had to go, so I mean it wasn't nothing. But I got pictures of him and all that, so he seen me through pictures and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was at least able to do that, but I never actually had the chance to shake his hand and tell him it was nice to meet him. But like I said, I just want to Give a moment of silence for them too, and also the many others that have lost their lives because it's been a long wait since we don't been back for your father. Um, Good dude. I worked with him as you remember
Right,
that.
yeah, I remember that.
I worked with him.
Yep.
So I mean, yeah. So let's just. I just like I said, I wanted to give it a little quick little moment, man. Just a little moment. All right. Yeah, just had to get that off the chest, man. Now
Bang.
let's back. Now, all right. Let's get into this shit now.
Let's
man.
do it.
Let's get into the
We
shit.
gonna talk that shit.
Man, so anyway, man, y'all know all the news at Corona and all these protests and all that. I mean, that's cool to talk about, but I really want to just update the people on what's going on with us and what's going on with we own the radio show what are we doing. So let's just update the people. I also want to throw a little couple gems on some music too as well. You know what I mean? Have you? I mean, we can get into that shit. What's one?
Let's back up and just note that this nigga Jay just dropped a brand new. Yeah, that just happened. You act like it didn't.
A nigga don't spend good
if
money
you
on
saw
this
him
OtterBox.
fade in and fade out, that's because that nigga just straight up dropped his jack.
Yeah, it's good. It still works.
Is it crap?
I bought an OtterBox. This motherfucker better protect my shit. This was like $40-something.
Nigga, yeah, they are expensive, but that phone is way worse. Insurance or not.
Man, trust me, man. I ain't look.
That nigga had his shit from the top turnbuckle just so you could see the depiction of what just happened. I don't know if he thought he was putting it in the hole in the lawn chair he's sitting in, but that nigga's like, pow.
Listen, hey, that's actually the first time I've dropped it since I've gotten it. So I'm doing pretty good.
Nigga got it 2 weeks ago.
Almost about a month. But listen, the other day I had to juggle this. I juggled it. You should have seen it. True story, facts.
Yeah.
I was at work. Leaving out of work. You know what I'm saying? Nigga walking out, shit vibrating. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was my wife. So I'm motherfucking trying to pull it out. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. When your hands just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I juggled the motherfucker about
like
4-5 times.
Your brain's like, answer phone, your hand's like grabbing phone.
And all of a sudden I pull it out and I just picked it up, looked at it, and it was just like, you know what? Let me just wait until I'm sitting down. Yeah, but I'm doing pretty good, though.
Hey, yo, let's back that up again. If you didn't hear that, this nigga Jay said his wife was calling. So big ups to the man Jay.
Yeah,
Me and this nigga Jay got married since we've been gone.
Yeah,
we had ladies, we had our girls, we had Kels, there was Susie, there was these titles.
Yeah.
So if you hear my voice, I say, yo, me and my wife, or better English, my wife and I. That's because that's what that is.
That's proper English.
If you hear that man,
that's proper English.
Jay,
right
you heard?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You hear my man Jay say, yo, his wife. That's because that's what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So she
don't get knocked up.
Oh,
that's not knocked up, baby knocked up. It's just like don't come crazy and get
nigga.
Don't have the ladies come and knock your shits off. Cause it happens.
Nigga, she'll come knock my shit off first and then come deal with it. But we good now. We good, man.
Factory.
We good. I'm chilling, man. Trying to do the American dad thing now.
That's the American dad thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because, you know the type of neighborhood I live in, so I got to look like, I don't know, Cosby, minus the pills. But, Huxtable Cosby, the show Cosby, not the real Cosby.
Yo, if we didn't straight up, catch back up, the last episode, we were talking about that nigga.
Yo.
And R. Kelly.
Facts.
And Childish Gambino was on our topics, though. So he had This Is America, and 2 years ago, we still This Is America. But you just brought it up. American Dad.
Ain't that crazy, man?
Nah.
Shit just going a little bit more. The snowball is getting bigger.
Yeah, I get you on that. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I said, man, we was on point giving y'all all the information y'all need and talking about the factozoids and all that. But, nigga, listen, we've been gone. We're going to start giving y'all visuals here soon. Know that. Yep. My nigga A just got, what can you tell them exactly you got a new NPC, right?
Yep, the NPC. Yep, the Akai NPC.
Ooh.
Mark
and
II.
I pull into the spot, me and my daughter. And I'm coming down, you know what I mean? And it was silent, and all of a sudden I started hearing these trumpets. And then all of a sudden I was like, he must be, just trying to get in the mood or whatever. And all of a sudden the whole vibe just changed, bro. The beat was hard, bro.
Oh shit!
What you did that in like 3 minutes or some shit, huh?
Y'all, I really did. I think I went through because I turned it on just to get some light in this bitch. I kind of got it a little low light setting in here.
Man,
but in the day, I mean, what is it? 3:27 right now, p.m. July 1st. But now I turned it on, like I said, you know what I'm saying, the Splice account. It'd tell me if some new loops are on there, and it said there was 2. I was like, oh, now it won't have like a recent file or, you know, let you know like, you know, most, you know, updated or something on here. I could go on the app or on the website. I could see all that. But anyways, I just went in there. I just went into the Splice instrument file, and I went to go clicking. You can preview the sounds, and I just heard that shit. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I ain't heard this one before. I don't think I downloaded this one either. It must be one of the new ones. So to my man, Too High.
Shout out Too High.
I just stole your shit. So whatever you doing,
he said, I just stole your shit.
I just stole that shit.
Hey, y'all should have like a versus battle.
We could.
That'll be, and I heard that Fabulous and Jada had one, but people are telling me that Jada won it. Did you watch it?
I watched some of it because Kush was over, or JB, he was over Monday.
Okay.
And we were sitting here chopping up. We was working on the track. You know, we got this upcoming track. Shameless plug. Rings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Huskers.
I just heard that. And don't forget the volleyball.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't forget the volleyball.
We got some things under working with that joint or whatever. But we was working on that. We did it a while ago, but we were trying to, you know, just kind of finalize and get ready to take it to the studio and shit. Right. But I was like, yo, shit, that Fab joint is on or whatever right now. So we was listening to that.
Yeah.
But we didn't hear all of it because then they got the chit chat and this nigga Kiss was looking smacked, nigga. Smacked. Because when we chimed in, they was about to play that what's the Fab joint? That what's the joint where it had like Tamara, but then it had Ashanti on it?
Was it the I'm Into You?
I think that's the joint right there.
See, here's the thing though.
Hold up. So the nigga was smacked the shit out of his mind, right?
Like he had big liquor, because I seen a little clip and that nigga was.
They was sipping.
Kind of doing this little jig thing. Yeah, he was looking a bit little pretty.
He was like, yo, if I ever get married, I was like, yo, first off, this nigga's not married?
No.
If I get married, this is going to be the joint that I'm going to be having at my wedding. And like Fab was trying to tell a story and shit, and you could just see him. He had like the hat low and shit. He was sitting there. Jada was just like, yeah, because he's like, yeah, I heard you. Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you. And then, hey, but so he's like, yeah, when I get married, you couldn't.
I think he was doing that on purpose.
but yeah, because
he probably was doing that on purpose.
Because remember that track had the joint where it was like Tamara or somebody was on. Is that a name? Am I saying it right? Tamara was on it or something like that. But then Ashanti got on the song. But when the video came out, then Tamara or whatever her name is, I'm fucking it up.
Which one is, or you talking about the one with Lil Mo?
No. This is the one that had.
I Can't Leave You Alone. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
Okay, but the I'm Into You then.
I don't think it's not that one. I really special.
I think that's the.
I can't really explain it.
That's the. I'm so into you.
Okay, yeah. I'm so into you. Anyways, it was all out of key trying to get this shit.
But it's all good
either way. But remember when it had the like controversy because it was like Ashanti was on it, Tamara. I keep saying his name. Ashanti, the other chick, was on it, and so he was explaining the story or whatever. But it was funny because he kept trying to talk about the story, and he was saying because old girl had, not Ashanti, but the other chick, she was going through throat surgery. But the way he kept saying it, she had a throat surgery, a throat done, or some shit like that. But that's what was going on between the joint. Like, she couldn't do something in the studio, so then Ashanti came through. But then when the throat surgery or the healing was done, then she was available for the video. That's why there was the whole little back and forth. Because I think Ashanti's labeled or, you know, up on the album maybe. Somewhere she's on there. But then in the video, because I remember scratching my head like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Who is this or whatever? But to bring it back, they do on Tidal, they have all the verses and they make them playlist. So whatever happened on the verses, it's not like a video or something, but they do have a playlist of the tracks that they played. And if you listen to that alone, yes. Long story short, Kiss might have won that shit.
See, I would say Kiss, but statistically, Stat wise,
Stats as sales, or what we looking at?
sales and commercial success wise, I'm leaning towards Fab. Just by that one track you just named right there.
That's a fact. It was early in the joint too, because even Kiss was like, "Wow, nigga, you really gonna pull this out right now?" He was like, "Yup." Matter of fact, they had two DJs doing it because they did it a different route where they had they did it in the same place because there has been like this whole thing with people doing it over the live. Say like I got on my live, like you said, if Too High was on his live and we just linking together, sometimes they start phasing and they start skipping and like the sound is bad. They keep talking about that who was that, Teddy Riley and
Teddy Riley.
Was it Babyface he went against?
I believe so.
Yeah. So whatever battle,
but that would have been a good one. I didn't watch that one, but that would be whoo.
But they said the problem was Teddy Riley's shit was, I think, fucked up. The other one that was fucked up, I think they said the Jagged Edge and 112 one. 112 shit was on point, but Jagged Edge had like some
I would give that to Jagged Edge off the just.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Their run was way more longer than 112 for
They was out before 112 though.
They were out after 112.
Yeah. So yeah, their run wasn't longer, was it? 112 was still making
112
shit. Got in the game.
Got about 2-3 albums. One of which that had the one with the peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah, that joint. But you can't really tell me. Listen, they have in the bedroom hits.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it depends on where you want to look at it. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Jagged Edge got commercial success and in the bedroom hits. Am I lying?
You not lying. Let's see what albums they got. All right, so they got more than 3.
Okay.
Let me see. They got 112, 96, Room 112 in 98, Part 3 in 2001, That Pleasure and Pain 2005.
See, what nobody checking for that though.
Hot and what? No. Pleasure and Pain, ain't that the joint? That's the one that's got Peaches and Cream.
No, it's not. The one in 98, the Room 112.
Room 112?
That's Peaches and Cream.
05, the joint
Pleasure or the one in 2001. What's the one that dropped?
Part 3.
Part 3. That's the one.
Yo, they had this joint, what? 01, I mean, for Part 3. But 03, they had Hot and Wet.
Nah, wasn't nobody checking for them after that Peaches and Cream, fam. I'm being for real. I hate to even say it.
I did have the Pleasure and Pain. That shit was kind of hot. All right, hold on a second. So what, they last album, 05? That's what we saying? It looks like they had a Q Mike Slim Dara in 2017. I don't know what the fuck that is. But hold up.
Listen, I'm all for the verses, but shit. That Jagged Edge in 112, I'm giving that to Jagged Edge, bro. I'm giving it to him. They had Jermaine Dupri.
95, they had 112. Room 112, 98. Part 3, 01. Pleasure and Pain, 05. Q Mike Slim Darwin. Whatever it is. Is that just that nigga? Whoever, it's 112. 2017.
Slim, that's the group members.
Yes.
There's a couple of them. Slim is the main singer.
Yes.
So they probably like dropped the singer.
Shout outs to my man Hit Rider. He's out there in Atlanta still. And he ran into that nigga. He said that he's a big he's a Husker fan.
What?
Yup.
That's surprising.
Yep. You sat there and rapped with him a little bit and came across finding he was a Husker fan and shit.
No shit.
Who ain't? Go Big Red. Rings, baby. Rings.
Go check that out.
Rings.
When it comes out.
All right, so here we go. All right, so then Jagged Edge came up 97 with the album Jagged Edge. They had Heartbreak in 2000. That was the jam right there. Then they had Jaggalo Thrill in 01, Hard in 03, Jagged Edge in 06, Baby Making Project in 07, The Best of Jagged Edge in 11, The Remedy in 11, Jagged Edge, Heartbreak Part 2 in 14, and then they just got a layover in 2017.
Okay, so check this out. So it's fair to say all the way up until from 97 till about 03, Jagged Edge had a tough run.
They had a nice little get back.
That was way longer than 112. Just saying.
I think it might have been.
But anyway,
back to the hold up. Let's go back to the lecture at hand. This Jada and this Fab.
Yeah.
Freddie versus Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear that album?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love it. I thought it was great. I mean, it could have been better. I like what they gave us though.
Yeah, I bought that.
But I'm not gonna say it was whack, nor I'm not gonna say it was probably the best project of that time. But I do think they could have gave us for the wait that they made us. As long as they made us wait for that, I was a bit underwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I thought we was really gonna get some fucking heat. Like I'm not saying we didn't get no bars. We got bars.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't get the heat to melt my skin to look like Freddie.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
Like Freddie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I didn't get that. You know what I mean? I can't even front, man. I've been kind of underwhelmed with Jada. You know, it's kind of funny. Shout out to the homie Royal, but I had this conversation with your cousin, Royal. Mm-hmm. You know what the conversation was? Before our last hip-hop conversation before we, got up out the joint.
Got up out that bitch.
The question was, is Jada really top 5? And he brought up. I tried to argue with him and said, it's valid. He was like, no, think about it. Name your top 5. I did it. And to be honest with you,
he wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it.
Is any other locks?
Styles. I put Styles above Jada any day.
Yo, that's a fact.
Any day. I've been saying that.
I think I've heard a lot of people say that.
This.
I think Jada's the one that's kind of been like the face of it.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, like when
Styles just hard.
And when they do them flip-flop joints or them trade-off tracks.
Come on, man.
Yo.
But at the same time, that's when Jada usually shines best. But at the same, like their solo projects, I'm more satisfied with Styles' solo projects versus Jada's solo projects. Like that latest joint that Jada just put out at Ignatius. It's called Ignatius.
Oh yeah. I heard that joint.
I peeped it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was very grown.
Right.
He was
that's
trying
the one
to.
With Forrest Mans or whatever.
And I noticed he put a lot of tracks on there for for the ladies. I get it.
Right.
But then Styles, he's been hitting us with at least 2-3 projects a year since 2017.
Yeah. He just came out with something else.
And he just gave us the what was it? I was just it's called David Styles. It's called David. Or Styles or something like that.
Oh yeah, he did. I was thinking of Beloved for a second with him and David. But yes, you're right. I think it is David or something like that.
Yeah. That's just fire. It's fire. And then right before that, he dropped Presents, which I enjoyed. I'm not saying that was the greatest one. I enjoyed it. But then before that, listen, he gave us SP the Ghost. Okay? The ghost of all time.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Styles David. Yep.
That shit was hard, nigga. Then before that, he gave us that collab joint with Dave East. And that whole project was hard. So like I said, I'm just gonna say that nigga EL. Shout out to my brother EL, man.
Man.
We all right, listen, we got a mean lineup of guests and co-hosts coming up over here, man. Listen, he just texted me just now talking about some damn no heads up. Just fuck it, huh? Like, my bad, brother.
Yo, had to get this out. Had to get this one out.
We had to.
Had to get this one out.
It was like, that itch that be in the middle of your back.
Yeah, nigga.
That you can't reach, so any way you can get it, like you ain't going to bump up against the wall and get it off.
You keep bumping me against the wall.
Had to get it off, man. Sorry. Got you on the net. Don't worry. All right, so tune in, people. We got, like I said, it's going to be some dope shit coming up, man. We got some dope shit. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. But on the other things, though, I seen this dope-ass clip of the Crips. Of a real community revolution in progress.
Oh, now, you talking about in
Long Beach?
In Long Beach.
When they stopping sent the looters back home?
Nigga, this is Long Beach, nigga. Where you from, cuz? Yes.
My nigga. Yeah. See, it took him 45 years to get it right.
You better get the fuck around here.
Think about it, though.
But that's real shit.
Think about it, though. It took him 45 years to get it right. community revolution and progress. It's about fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, and it also sets a standard and it sets the bar and it gives people a better view, a look to see. Because if you notice, man, let's be for real. Most of these looters, which I'm okay. We need anybody. It's not a black thing or a white thing. It's a human rights thing.
That's real.
But
it is a black thing.
But it definitely is.
It's not take away from
what's
what's
be for real though. Like really, it's more on humanity. So anybody that's willing to stand up and you know what I'm saying, to say, yo, that ain't right. And if it right is right, right is wrong, wrong is wrong, right is right. So I just like, okay, so all these people that are out here, let's be for real, especially out here.
Yeah,
a lot of them are white.
Yeah,
a lot of the looters are white.
Yo, you know they keep talking about these looters, and then you see on the news, and they're like, "Oh, we got the suspected person who was breaking glass or set fire to this and that."
And a white dude or a white chick.
Yo, yes, like you really giving it a bad name and a bad image, and you know everybody's like, "This isn't bringing justice to such and such, and this ain't worth this and that and the third."
I hate to say
ain't nobody said that we was even doing that.
Look, a white listener's gonna hate me for this, but look white people love to rebel from especially the young white dudes. Come on, man, they love to rebel. From the age of a teenager when their mom tell them to clean. Fuck you, bitch.
We're not gonna take it.
No, they can't. So they can't. They looking for a reason to fuck around. But so going back to what I'm saying is, I like that the Crips are actually, putting that image out there like, yo, no, we actually trying to, look out for our community, you know what I mean? So if you ain't over here, what we trying to do, you know what I mean? There's no reason for you to be coming over here trying to be doing that shit over here cause we ain't with that
And how they even decide what neighborhoods to even go in.
You know, that's a
cause like were they even protesting? I didn't see a protest, anything going on.
No, it looked like they were just coming just to find something.
Just to find the place. Like, let's go over here. Like, no.
Do you think it's true that they got plants out there?
What you talking about? A plant?
Like, like not a flower plant, but like plants, like an undercover in some of these groups?
Yes. I mean, have they not? Come on. Because they've been putting informants in different groups, where they want to call them, black groups, radical groups, however it is, for a long time. Especially the CIA and all these other stories, they've always had in every situation. Oh, what's going on? Hey, go ahead and be that person. And just like, and just taking their notes and just giving it back to the.
That's why I like to believe like it probably is true. They probably do got plants out there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy too, man? Before I went in, we were talking. Weren't we talking about Tekashi? How ain't it funny how I was really rooting for him, and now I'm just like, this nigga need to die.
Hey.
Hold on, I'll take that back.
Hey, that's so crazy when you just said the plant, and I was like, damn, how do we segue to this nigga? Boom, just dive in. Bang, Tekashi 6'9", dumb, stupid, huh? Dummy.
Listen, I was really rooting for him.
Stupid. I was.
I would vouch for that. I was digging. I was like, yo, I like his movement, what he's doing. But here's the thing.
That was a deep sigh. Like we had to get our
we both did it too.
Had to get our words right before we put this into existence. Okay. Like, oh, y'all fuck with that nigga?
No, not no more. Listen, I would, like I said, I'm not gonna lie. When he dropped that gummo, I was like, yo, this shit hard.
That shit was dumb.
I love that shit. I was like, yo, that shit hard.
Yeah.
I was rooting for this young boy. You know what I mean? I'm always rooting for the new young up and coming.
Yeah, see where they coming from. I mean, it was a hot track in itself. I don't know who he was or whatever, but for the track, it was a hot joint.
Yeah, and I was fucking
who he was, I don't know. He was a funky looking dude with the rainbow hair, and I seen
it was gaining traction.
I seen where I don't know what to tell you, but it went down a slope real fast, and it was just like
shit. Did it not?
I just had to put the gummo on repeat.
As soon as I went in, it didn't take no longer than about 10 months after that.
Something like that.
I was sitting in the day hall and I was watching Wendy Williams, and it happened that she was out, and then Nick Cannon was hosting, and he was like, Tekashi snitch 9, and I was like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? And that's when it came to my knowledge. Oh my God, what are you ratting for? And then, so the whole time I've been gone, I didn't know that he was doing all these antics and all this shit. All on the book, on the gram, on the Facebook.
Well, but that's now that he's out though. Because when he was in, everybody was like, "Oh, we snitched," and everybody understood that he was going to get out earlier than others, and
he got out super early.
But I think he got out amid the COVID though. He put in that little.
But listen. That whole 9 Trey gang, I feel sorry for those dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, he gave them dudes altogether over 70 years, plus 2 more that haven't been sentenced yet, but they're looking at life. Here's the thing, though. He got into a lifestyle with these dudes, and really all he had to do was make the music and shut up and just do the music. But anyway, here's the thing, though. He was doing a lot of things that was bringing trouble his way, and was literally sending these dudes out as a cleanup crew. And then soon as shit go bad, you threw these dudes under the bus. What part of the game is that? So I get into a fight, I get mad, I say, "Hey, yo, I got 10 bands for you. Gonna handle that. You go handle that." And as soon as I get indicted, I go tell on you. Oh, fuck it. He did that.
Now, hold up.
That's fucked up.
That's a fact. But what's the whole story of when he did get kidnapped? They try to get his moms. They try to kill him, I thought, though. So remember, his story is that, like, how can he be loyal to these cats who try to kidnap him and kill him? Because remember, they had the kidnap. He was
going to tell on him anyway.
Well,
he was going to tell on him anyway.
So you feeling bad for niggas who didn't execute the plan how they should execute it, or wanted to?
Allegedly, I feel bad for them for being naive.
Allegedly, I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, I feel bad for them for being naive, for letting somebody that obviously wasn't with the lifestyle. You know what I mean, though?
Yeah, even naive or whatever.
They let the lifestyle of this young man.
They did, because they should have been more
judgment.
They should have been more about their business than they were about trying to be on that whole street shit. Because they were trying to too much get either they set out or they image or whatever.
When, Treyway, what's his name? Dude that was Shoddy.
Yeah.
He made a comment that I seen or even heard that he was like, "Yo, we the new death row." Nobody wants to be the new death row.
Right, because now that's where you sitting at.
Nobody. And look, the whole death row debacle back in 95, 96. We grew up and we watched that. That just didn't last. But this whole situation ended faster. Yeah,
it did.
So that type of entertainment and the streets lifestyle do not mix. You're either doing one or the other.
Right.
I'm gonna just leave that at that. But I just found a lot of people believe he was a plant, but I think it was just
Oh yeah, because they try to
involve with these dudes, and they were like
they were trying to put the whole like he was a Fed. And remember when he was bringing up other cats, though? He was bringing up Jones. He was bringing up Cardi B.
That's what I'm saying.
And all the other stuff. They said he was like David whoever, and he was some informant, and he was bossy blah, 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 and had all them pictures before he had the tats. He was like an officer. I don't know.
Man, listen.
Gummo's still a banger, though. It's like the situation with R. Kelly. It's like, yo, 6ix9ine snitched, but I fuck with Gummo. Whoa, R. Kelly did what? But that Black Panties album was kind of hot still. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them. Oh, Bill Cosby did what?
Okay, I can't.
I just finished all them episodes.
I can't condone anything that R. Kelly has done. I won't. I'm not saying it was right, but I will not sit here and tell you that I love the 12 Play album. I love the Chocolate Factory. I love the motherfucking TP2.com. Listen, he's got hits, man. That's all. I can't take that from him, man. I don't know what to tell you. The R album was nice. He's got albums, bro. What do you do? What do you do in that situation? I feel the same way about Michael Jackson.
Again,
and I don't honestly. I really don't believe that. And while we was off too with our little vacation from the show, that even happened too with the fucking.
Oh yeah, they had the special about him. What was that?
Neverland, never going back to Never.
Come on.
Look, listen.
Is that right? I mean, is that justifiable? I mean,
is any of it? I mean, look at the Rick James situation. You ever heard about that?
Nah.
There's a chick suing him about an alleged rape that happened 40 years ago.
Yeah,
and the nigga been dead for 10.
What's she trying to get out of that? Who's she talking to about that one?
So, I mean, what does anybody... So, I mean, look, if this shit happened, I mean, I'm sorry. But, I mean, this is why I think I'm putting this out there for the lady, anybody that's been wronged in some type of sexual way. You know what I mean? Speak out then and there, because it just looks mad funny. It's just my opinion. It looks mad funny. It looks like you're just money hungry, and that's how it just comes off. I hate to say it like that, but it really do look like that.
It's like a clout chase.
Yeah. I don't know, man. But going back to what I say, I feel the same way about Mike. Like, you can't. I'm not gonna. Who knows? We really won't know because the nigga dead.
Yeah.
First of all, I mean, granted, and he did beat that case back in the day. Remember that? He beat it. He won. Remember?
Mike?
Yeah. Remember?
He jump on the car and shit. I ain't talking about none.
He said, I ain't talking about nothing.
I don't really know the words exactly, but something like that.
But he does got hits too, though. Is what I'm trying to say,
shit.
man. He's got hits too, though. Do you take that away from him?
No, not at all. You can't take nothing from Mike. Sorry.
I mean, what it is, man.
Can't do it.
But anyway, man, a little off the music and hold on, man. So we got these elections coming up. Yeah. Opinions, thoughts, feelings.
Do I got feelings about the election?
Opinions, thoughts, feelings. Any of that? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. No, this is my thing. So a lot of people are acting like we've had Trump for these 4 years and it's the worst thing ever. And then we have an election that's about to happen. And the next, what do they call it? The front runner, Joe Biden for the Democrats is supposed to be the guy to do it all. Honestly, before he even got into the race and he was whoever he was supposed to be, Biden is a weirdo. I'm sorry to tell you. Biden's a weirdo. Trump can be a weirdo. All of them are weirdos. I don't know who's supposed to be the one to really be that person, but none of them really seem sound to me. And you talking about defund the police, defund the president. Do we need a president right now?
They said they defunded the LAPD $150 million.
I heard that.
No, if you really think about, I mean, that's a large department. Then if you think about it, that's a lot of fucking money. That's really that's a gut blow. That hurt.
That Christmas party is over. Your bonus.
So
over.
I mean, I agree. I mean, listen, if they're gonna do stuff like that, then that's cool. But really, at the same time, though, man, they need to listen.
Well, hold up.
Police has been doing this shit
forever and ever
since they were known as constables.
Yeah.
A lot of people see. History lesson, kids. See, cops that originally were intended just to, grab that nigga, son. He just try to bounce, grab him.
Yeah, you're supposed to get the runaways.
That's all they were doing. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you think historically, is this really new? I mean, of course it isn't new, but you know what I mean? Is this something? I don't know, man. Like when you talk about this type of shit, like I don't really look.
I don't think the conversation is, whether to say it's new or it's old. The conversation is, when is it gonna fucking stop? Because the situation at hand or the problem is that if as simple as jaywalking, a person of color walk across the street jaywalking and get a ticket, and if a white person to do it and they get either nothing or just a slap on the wrist or a friendly conversation, that's not the same thing. The conversation is somebody steals something, I steal a TV, I get punished. A white person steal a TV, they should get punished. But those punishments should be the same. There should be no difference where it's like, oh, you get 25 for life for this TV, and no, you're going to get probation and have to volunteer and go about your business.
Right.
That's really the problem. Because it's not to say that like, oh, black people don't ever do nothing
so
bad.
it's not
but
really more so the. So I hear you. So what you're pretty much saying, the problem is not with the police, it's with the justice system.
Well, it's the police and the justice system. I
the
guess
that
was one degree of it, because I can't take away that like these niggas are not, killing niggas.
Oh, absolutely. No, without a
left
doubt.
and right. You know what I'm saying? And
without
the fact like they haven't been doing it, like you said, like that's not old.
Yeah.
But to say, like
it's always been happening like that. Like I said, it's just. I mean, if you think about it from the time when we was youngins, and you always heard about this shit, but you never seen it because
right,
for camera phones,
right. And we was young enough where we didn't even pay attention to the news like that either.
Exactly.
Our parents were taking in that blow, but like we was just out young and dumb and just running around and having fun and doing our own thing. We get older,
right? But it's even crazier now because now these young boys are seeing this now and knowing, and it, like I said, for them, it feels like it just comes off to me as if they feel like it's new, like wow, this shit's happening, but it's like no, listen here, man, like this shit's been happening for centuries.
Yeah,
not decades, not days, not months, not years, centuries.
Yeah,
centuries. So it's almost like I guess you could say, what do you do to change it? But how do you change something, a habit of a type of mind state in which these dudes get into this uniform and this badge, something that's it's something that they was practically trained to do. Because like I said, remember what I tell you, when they was known just as constables, they was going out there grabbing motherfucking black dudes and women,
right,
beating them and arresting them and doing all types of shit. Probably even worse. You know what I'm saying? Even at that back during them times. So
I think
know what I mean.
I think
now it's just more.
I think it's the police need to be a little more responsible. I don't think
Facts.
It's like that they can not, like whoever's on the job with a bad cop or a sergeant or captain or whatever the rankings go, don't get told about a situation that happened and then they don't do anything about it. I think that's where it happens. It's an internal thing with them where they have that whole, I mean, like I said, it gets real messy to talk about. Because, you got the cop code. It's no different than the street code. You don't tell on, a fellow officer, like we the same. Whether we do bad or not, like let that shit ride and whatever, what I'm saying? We ride and catch us in gangs, whatever like that. Shit, yeah, we shot that block up. Yeah, we jacked this car. Yeah, we did this. Like we're not telling nothing. So it's coming in for a personal situation where they need to get that shit, not personal, but the police themselves need to get themselves together. They're not being right. They're not being fair.
Yeah, man. Listen, I agree, man.
Like I want to say, who was it? The what's his name? Brooks, the one in Atlanta in the Wendy's that they shot him down. I think you talk about like what they need to do.
I seen that.
I think what
I
the
watched
problem
that whole.
is, that conversation?
The whole body cam video.
Yeah,
it was like a whole hour.
It was something stupid. Too long really for them to have that.
Listen, really, all he had to do, really, I think at the
officers, yes.
The officer,
both of them. There were two cops.
Both of them. Really, all that really need to be done. Okay, you got a call about some guy passed out in the Wendy's line. Okay, he got pulled over, whatever. Okay. What I didn't get was why they were asking him all these random ass questions that weren't important. Okay, if he passed out, so you're under the assumption that he's probably drunk. So what you need to just get straight to the point. Hey, sir, can you walk in this straight line for me? We're gonna have you do a field sobriety test. That's all it should have been.
No.
Can we get your ID?
No, fuck that. I think what it should have been is that he was asleep or passed out or whatever it was. He parked the car. Sir, can you contact somebody from your family? So to let them know that you're safe. Is there somewhere we can take you? Can we get you somewhere? Or you could have took him to detox yourself.
One or the other.
Go ahead and blow in this. You're drunk. You're going to detox. There's none of the reason for all that chit-chatting and all that stupid shit. Even when they got to the point of, will you blow into this joint? And he was, you could tell he was fucked up, but it's somewhere in his mind, he was like, this is not going to be well, or why should I blow if I've told you that I've been drinking? Whether or not I'm lying about how much I'm drinking or not, I just told you I've been drinking. What do you want to prove? No. Call his family. Get him home. He said he lived up the street. He was gonna walk. Well, where you live? We'll take you there. How about can you leave your cars? We'll get the keys.
Facts.
We'll take you home. Give the keys to whoever you got going on. You can come back and get in the morning.
Right.
That to me, that's policing. Protecting and serving or whatever it's supposed to go.
That's what it's supposed to be.
We've got all this shit that's been building up to this situation and it keeps happening. But that one scene right there, as simple as somebody was out, his wife's birthday or whatever he said, and he was drinking, was going to get a couple burgers and was passed on the joint. Yo, park this car. Let's get you home, my man.
One or the other.
That's all you had to do.
Detox home. What do you get? But like I just think, like I said, it was just drug out.
Oh yeah.
Like straight up. It really was. It was drug out.
And that's the fucked up shit that they start really catching on camera. Because if they only got the fight and the taser thing, it would have been like, damn, yo, this nigga wilding out. But like you drug it out. He like,
it got drugged out.
You know, you could see he was like kind of shook. Like, I'm not trying to deal with y'all.
Because I watched the whole damn thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, okay, y'all, it's obvious in the back of your mind that I'm speaking from the police's perspective. Because that's where we're watching it from, of course. But I'm thinking, okay, you're obviously assuming that he's probably under the influence, so why don't you just get straight down to the nitty-gritty? Mm-hmm. Ask him to either call somebody to get a ride or you take him in for a detox or whatever the hell you're going to do. But what is all this questioning him and trying to play these, what are you playing these mind games with this man for?
Exactly.
Trying to catch him up in dude, just get straight to the point. What are you going to do?
Yes.
That isn't necessary, so. I mean, I think it's stupid ass policing like that really grinds my fucking gears.
Right.
Man. So I mean, I don't know, man, but I mean, police are gonna, do police shit, and then
they are. I don't, and that's to say, what's the answer? I don't know, because at the same time, I mean, I guess I understand what the law is for or what the police are to do, but all that extra shit that they doing with just killing niggas just to be, when it comes to like the unarmed story, or when the kids are there or killing kids. Now, there's all these, everybody's having these moments of silence, these little rallies or whatever you want to call them, Virgils or something, and vigils, and like what's the newest one? Oh boy, he was he played the violin. Denver, they're having their vigil for this young man, and there's like
so many, man.
There's like right. So there's this, a string quartet or a group, and they're playing, some songs with their violins and their string instruments, and all of a sudden the police rush in, riot gear and everything. Nobody's doing shit. They all sitting down, listen to some little mini orchestra, boom, and bust it all up. And now the commissioner, whoever got to answer that, like, what are y'all doing? What was this for? Oh, these officers will be whatever, and we'll look into it. Mm-hmm. You're doing too much, man. Y'all should have been there to either keep them protected, or protect the others from them. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't just rush in and just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna mace everybody and beat them up. We got shields, and like they come strapped in looking like Call of Duty.
Psychological eval with a lot of these officers.
That's true.
I don't think they do that. Or
they say they do.
Because a lot of them, type of officers are them officers that be like high off of just that type of adrenaline. You know what I mean?
How long would the process be to become a cop then?
It's not long.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying,
but how long?
If you added on the extra layers
of, man, dude, I don't even
or whatever.
I think even if you did add all that, I don't think it's even long enough yet.
Nah, well, they say shit. It takes longer to become.
Because you know what? Hold on, I had this conversation with a few guys in the joint. They have us do all these programs for making us think about what's that called? I can't think of the word right now, but pretty much to think a situation all the way through. They make us take all these classes, and they take months to do. Right. And I'm thinking, and then you go in there and you dealing with these different COs, and it's like, damn, they don't make y'all take these y'all niggas really need these motherfucking classes, because y'all wonder why the hell y'all get beat up and shit all the goddamn time. And then so but it was also coming back out with the police, like out in the streets, like they should have them take these motherfucking classes, like, because I don't know. But I guess you do make a good point, like, how long would it take? I don't know. I don't even think it'd be long enough. Because like I said, in my mind, I think a lot of them type of officers that really get like that with the George Floyd, that officer in particular I'm going to talk about, he seemed like the type of white dude that gets off on that type of shit. It gets a high.
Right.
You know what I mean? On being able to.
You get that
Soon
rush.
as
He's got that Hollywood kind of feel. He's like,
yeah.
I'm the law.
You better respect me, boy. You know what I mean? He gets a ego boosted trip off of that. But I don't think there's any type of training or even any them type of dudes, you really would just have to tell them, nah, sir, you take this nightstick and this flashlight and go watch the mall.
You ain't giving a nightstick.
I'm just saying, though, but you know what
Get him a Segway. Just so they can roam around that bitch. Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. Go be a Paul Blart or something. Yeah, but this ain't for you because, you know.
Summertime. The sunlight's still out. You don't need that flashlight.
You know what I mean?
Too much equipment.
But I don't know, man. Like, it's a touchy subject. I don't really want to get too. But to me, it's. I'm glad that the young people are doing the footwork and doing what they do to try to bring about change and make sure things get and see that things get right if they ever will. I hope they do. But
will they? Because that's because these are issues that are stowed upon individuals. So you can't say that a situation will get right when you're still gonna have a bad seed that's gonna do bad.
I got a homie. He's white, but he brought up a good valid point. He was like, Jamil, man, racism will not go away until all these old white fuckers die.
But there's still gonna be motherfuckers who are gonna be taught and bred and learn this shit, and so it never's gonna go away.
And you know, on some real shit, I guess you do make a point. So I mean, will it ever? And you know, so that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's never gonna go away because even if you had waited, you know, I've heard that before. You know, all these racist old people need to die, or whatever. But those racist old people still have time to change, and because it's perception and maybe what they've been taught or a situation they've been in. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would still have time to change and figure it out or have their right. But to say it's just for old people, nah, it's not. Because Hollywood's still going to make racist movies. You're still going to have the influence from somewhere. So whether or not all them die, there's still going to be some kind of influence or some story that's still going to live and go on beyond.
And going a little bit deeper, though, I forgot the brother's name. Sean Brown, I believe, or Roy Brown. I can't think of his name. But there's a brother going around. He wants
$1 million.
Nah, he wants the government or just America. He wants religious, different religious groups to get rid of the white Jesus.
Oh, I did hear something.
I can't think of his name. What is it? I'm trying to find his name out, man. But have you seen that?
I did see something about that. Did you see Journey with Jesus, episode 1? Jesus needs weed.
No.
Yo, did you ever see the show on Adult Swim? The
Black Jesus?
Yes.
Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah, nigga. Well, now they got some kind of, I don't know if it's on Adult Swim now, but I know there's a webisode, and yeah, episode 1 was Jesus needs weed. Shout out to Black Jesus.
Yeah.
But no, I did hear about, I don't know dude's name. You right. But once again, I mean, that's even to go deep enough. I mean, now, what is that story going to be? Because you got somebody who's...
Oh, okay. You know, I seen it. I skipped past. I didn't see it. The Jesus need weed.
Yeah, I watched that yesterday.
But I'm trying to
It's just short.
I'm trying to find out brother's name, though. But I thought that was interesting. I thought that was bold, too.
Yeah.
He might end up getting assassinated. He might end up getting assassinated.
I think he'll live.
Now, I hope he do. But I'm just saying.
Hey, back to snitches. Yo, Alpo out here?
Man! And he was just in Harlem last week popping wheelies. Like it's nothing.
Oh, shit.
Did you see that he got a documentary out, too? Talking about how he killed Rich? Allegedly, I don't know if I can say allegedly if he admitted to it. I mean,
yeah, that's what he said. He said what he said.
Yeah, he said
he said what he said.
Said he was out. I just caught a little clip because I couldn't really watch it,
right?
But I watched the little trailer for it, and the trailer pretty much was to how he was in the van and he was in the car. He said that he was in the van and he pretty much had his man shoot Mitch in the back of the head and they dumped his body and he said that Mitch made a groan sound and he shot him some more and they left him like in the woods and I was like, dawg, that shit's fucked up. But it wasn't exactly depicted like they said and paid in full, but it did have something to do with the connect, apparently. Which I
guess that was kind of Hollywooded up or whatever. I guess.
Yeah, of course for the show, but whatever. But other than that though, hey man, look, did you listen to Pop Smoke?
Nigga.
Whoa. I was really rocking with like that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, see, my wife be looking at me crazy when I be trying to tell her like, yo, I even tell that nigga EL that like you got to stay in tune with these young boys out here. Like, yeah, it's not what we accustomed to. You know what I mean? Because we grew up what we grew up on. So
Sean King, that's his calls for the removing statues and images of white Jesus.
Yeah, do that work, brother. But I was telling them like, yo, you got to stay. But anyway. That was fucked up.
Bruh. Yeah, because shout out to my man Blizz. He's from Brooklyn.
Absolutely.
So he put me onto that man. And since that welcome to the party and it was wild because
see, I didn't listen. I heard it at first. I was like, the sound was a little I was like,
yeah.
It's too computer-y, if you would.
Right, but
when I first heard it.
Because it's that drill. You had to get you had to understand
New York with that New York swag. But see, here's the thing though.
I was doing it in Chicago already.
That Christopher Walken though.
Oh, that's joint right there.
That's when he woke me up and I was
outside. Nigga said outside.
Nigga.
Cincinnati, we gonna slide. Yeah, that's my shit right there.
Yo.
Popping this shit, but they don't smoke. Nah, niggas don't want to smoke.
You don't want to smoke. Yo,
so grabbing that bitch by the throat. Yo, he was a baby 50. I was keeping up to date with that nigga. Like I was following him heavy. Like the interviews he had, and like they always talk about him and 50. Even they arguing over his cover art for his album that's coming out. The joint that everybody is denying, saying is violating his whole legacy, which is trash. It's so, nigga, that's 04.
I haven't seen it, but is that bad?
What? Yo, it's so bad. And then, because, 50's executive producing his next album. Yeah, 50 took over the reins and he's been executive producing it. Whoever got in charge of the artwork somehow tried to post it up, and everybody on the internet was like, yo, you fucking bugging if you think that's going to be the shit that's going to come out. And then 50 got into it and was like, yo, if you look at 50's Instagram, is loaded with just different cover art. And it's like, yo, 1 to 10, what you think about this? And it's like, I mean, it's got to be over like 30 of them right now. And that was just last night. I don't know how many more he's got. This joint right here. Let me have you take a look. This is not that. Where's the joint? Let me show you the joint. It's trash, 100%. It is, but it's crazy how much he do look like him though.
Yo,
bang! This piece. This was gonna be it. Yeah, slide over. Nah.
Oh, nah. What's up with the barbed wire?
Nobody knows. It's basic. Everybody saw this picture on the gram already, and then you just threw some barbed wire, a little smoke in there. What is that supposed to be like? Water or some ice or diamonds?
Anyway, man. That's probably just somebody just bullshitting.
No, that was real. Whoever who's been doing this artwork or whatever, that was who did it. It was on, who was this? Steven San Victor. And then some Virgil cat. Yeah, they were supposed to be the ones who were supposed to be in charge of that.
Wow.
Yeah, niggas.
That shit was trash.
Niggas, I'm telling you.
That shit was trash. That was disrespect, bro.
100%. So I don't know who 50's got working on that, but 50 is the one that's supposed to be working on his latest album.
I imagine it's probably gonna be fire.
If you go to his gram, like you'll see like mad pictures of just different ideas. He's like,
I'm just waiting until the actual. But look, going back to what I was saying, I think that shit was fucked up. It's crazy. Then the young boy was just starting to catch a wave.
Heat. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Damn.
A heavy one. like I said, it was crazy because like I mean I was just getting in tune to this shit.
That's no, me personally, I can actually say I didn't because that Meet the Woo Part 2 had the Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
and he had many. Like I said, I heard other joints and I was like, but when that shit dropped, like I said, I got woke up and was like, okay, this young boy right here.
You could see who he was kind of then. You know what I'm saying? Like because you're like, who's he supposed to be? What's he supposed to be? You're like, oh yeah. But the interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of interviews, you can start learning to like learn who somebody is.
Absolutely.
And, like, what
see, I was still in, so I couldn't watch. I couldn't see.
I hear you.
All I was able to do was hear the music, and once like I said, I heard that Christopher Walken. I was like, okay, who's this again? Ain't that the same? Oh, and then I clicked on the Meet. I actually went and listened to the whole Meet the Woo Part 2, and I was like, oh, I see what you're doing.
Bruh,
I get it. Now I get it. He's trying to that sound that he was doing. It was actually starting to rub off on me for sure. But I can feel it was getting perfected, and then like whatever he planned on doing after that, I can imagine it was going to be crazy.
There's a lot more niggas that be on that shit though. Cause like
they're saying that
the Woos and the Chos or whoever they are up in New York, like there's. Like Fabio, like there's a lot of them. Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot of cats in there who's spitting it, but but him, if you watch that what's it called joint, the Angie Martinez interview, that's the one that's kind of heartbreaking because it's like that interview happened, he was living his best life right at the moment, he went to LA to do this thing, and it was like over after that,
right on,
and it was just crazy like how he was talking then. And then what happened? If you watch that, it's kind of eerie. It's like,
no, that shit crazy, man. That shit fucked me up. I was like, damn, nigga was only 22, man. It was like man. Like I said, he was just catching a wave, man. It's unfortunate, man.
Ridiculous.
And you got Tekashi's getting out of jail and shit early.
Yeah.
Fuck? What kind of world we living in, man?
Shit. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. Shit, that happened.
Yeah, man. Listen.
That happened.
I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna keep on bringing it up. I'm gonna still bring it up. In 18, right before I went in, I was still bumping that victory lap. I remember I ran it. Chico, I hope you remember this. But when niggas was asking me, nigga, Jay, what you listening to? And I said, nigga, I'm still bumping the victory lap. Man, that shit old. Nigga, nah, that shit hard. It ain't old, it's hard.
You know something like that victory lap? That was one of them albums that always got me through because I was doing a lot of traveling though. Because after my pops passed, like it was like a couple weeks later, that was my first trip to New York, and I started traveling and whatever. But that victory lap, that would be a heavy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Heavy.
That was like definitely
played album while I was on the road.
I been said that when I heard it, I was like, yo. Because I've been following Nipsey for a long time.
Shout out to Mills. I remember he put me on to that nigga like.
Yeah, I've been following him.
2010, something crazy. Like when he first came out.
I started listening to him in 07, 06. When I ran into him on datpiff.com when I was going to Denver. Because remember I was going out to Denver with Spade.
Shout out
Spade, free my nigga.
Big ups.
And I was just clicking through shit. And shout out to my nigga Fonzo. He had heard about him, and he had actually had the disc, the first mixtape, The Bullets Have No Names, Volume 1.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, I heard of Nipsey, because all the track I had heard was that Nipsey and that Hustle in the House.
Oh, off the on the crisscross joint.
Yes.
Yep.
I had heard that, and I was like, that shit hard. But he was like, yo, I got The Bullets with No Name. We rode to that. And I was like, yo, this nigga hard. And I stayed listening to him. So like I said, that was in like 06, 07.
Okay.
So I've been on Nipsey.
Damn.
And when I went in, niggas had little tablets that you can buy and you could put music on. And every time I ask a nigga, yo, you got some Nipsey on there? Nah, I don't really got no Nipsey. He cool, but I just don't listen to. What do you mean?
What?
But you know what's crazy? So the day that he died,
everybody was on
everybody
that
shit. I'm like, man, y'all full of shit, man.
They talk about that. Somebody had a post about that
y'all
shit.
Full of shit.
Damn, I don't remember who it was. There was, oh man, there was another rapper who was expressing that shit. He was like, everybody wants to listen to everybody like when they dead, but nobody's listening. It was Block Boy.
Yeah,
absolutely. JB Block Boy. Yeah, he was.
But ain't nobody listening to him right now.
Who?
I don't think anybody listened to him when he died. If he dies anyway.
Who you talking about?
JB Block Boy.
Well,
he brought up a valid point.
I don't know if he was talking about himself personally, but I think he was on the same level as you.
I know. I agree with him, but I'm just saying him personally.
Right. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I
but,
don't know if he
but
was
no,
wrong,
some
but
real
just
shit
saying.
though.
That's what that was.
No, facts though. Facts. Because like I said, nigga, when I was in there, niggas was like, oh, I don't know. I don't really. Man, listen. I was bumping the Marathon like crazy. The Crenshaw album, I was bumping like crazy. The Mailbox Money, bumping that. Slauson Boy, man, he got joints, man. I've been listening to him, man. Like, I don't know where niggas. Like I said, it's crazy, but RP to him, man. That nigga gone, man. And, man, shout out to that nigga Eric, man. He always talking shit over here.
Album. Hey, did you go to that Crenshaw show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Bourbon.
Facts.
I watched him. I went there. I was in there.
Yeah.
And what you know what's crazy is?
Kush opened up, I think, for that show.
I believe he did.
Kush opened up for that.
But what fucked me up is, what I loved about it is how everybody in there knew all that man's lyrics. That man, when he was on that stage, he didn't have to rap. Everybody was rapping his lyrics for him.
Yo. He was already, I mean, to me, he was already big.
And that motherfucker was shoulder to shoulder.
Facts. Because that Crenshaw, that was one I was heavily listened to. I was on the bike trail with that shit. And when that No Days Off would come on, it came on the right time, in the right heat, on the right hill. Yeah. And the nigga would just be like, Kim Tickner's on.
Yeah.
We go so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga, that's that shit.
But
damn. Man, he got, like I said, he got joints, man.
That Victory Lap, though, I can't believe that was like his first actual album. And
it was fire.
Yeah, but to me it was wild because they said it was his first, or it was, not to say they say, but yeah, it was his first album. But I didn't really take it as that because all his other projects or his bodies of work, I was treating them like they was albums. Like.
Absolutely, but that was definitely one artist I felt like leveled up.
Yeah,
as far as
consistent. He was
it's
very
being consistent, but then like it's every project he put out. It's his production, his flow, everything got stepped up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it ain't like he switched it up and wasn't talking about it's something else or what. He was doing the same thing. It was just he was able to talk about it better. And that's what I like about specific certain artists that are able to do that. If you get what I'm saying, like I think, like the Jays, if you would.
Well, because like even when you bring up Jay, and then when you go back and talk about Nip, I think the thing that draws people into those type of artists, if they're about that, is the fact that when they grow, they show that growth.
Absolutely.
But it's something that isn't so far-fetched where others can't obtain it. You got people who's like, 50,000 on the wrist, 50,000 on the neck, and it's like, well, shit, I want 50,000 to put on my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got type of lyrics and jewels that get dropped with certain artists, and you're like, okay, I understand. I see the grind, I see the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like that No Days Off. You just have to be in a mindset where you think like if you want something that serious or that bad, whatever it
Absolutely.
is, within goodwill and health, like
every day.
Go and get it. It
day.
sounds simple, it sounds generic, but
that's
a lot
the
of
key.
motherfuckers just can't get past that one part. It's like
that's
just
the key,
keep
man.
going.
And that's the key, man.
Shout out to my man Hit Rider. He always usually has a post, once a day up on the lot, up on the story. Keep going. And he ain't lying.
Facts.
Just keep going. Whatever it takes, whatever it is.
Another story I want to get out before we end this too, though. But I mean, it's kind of fucked up. I don't want to just put it out there and talk like it's funny because it's not. But I think it's crazy.
What up?
How Hurricane Chris is now facing a murder charge. He was just on Instagram. He made a post on Instagram. He didn't get into details, thank God.
Yeah.
Because, some niggas like to tell on themselves. Anyway, so he went on there and I guess he's for those who don't know, Hurricane Chris, he's facing the murder charge. Authorities are saying that they arrested him because they got video footage showing that he says that he was being robbed or somebody was trying to attack him, and he just pretty much was defending himself. Well, while the authorities are saying, well, the video footage that they have says otherwise. Then on top of that, the vehicle he was in happened to be stolen. So it's listen, it's just one of them things where I have to say, Boozy, you're right again. If you come up, do not stay home. Get your money and get gone.
Get out.
And get out. Don't stay home. Like, I mean, it's fucked up because then Trey D said one of the realest shits in this interview with Vlad. I was watching it. Shout out to Vlad. But he said the keeping it real slogan has really fucked us up.
Yeah.
Because those who tried to keep it real got fucked off. Hence, Soldier Slim. Coming up, nigga got smoked in his own hood on his mama's porch.
Oh, yeah. And that's wicked. Not to laugh at that, my bad. But.
Just saying, though.
Like, yeah, I didn't hear that. You know,
I mean,
keep it in the hood.
Chinks drugs or even stack bundles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes that have came up and try to quote unquote keep it real and stay down in their hood or their community where they from and try to put on, but not everybody loves you, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, but you should know that, but I guess it comes to the point, even to think like, not everybody loves you. What keeps you around to feel like you need to be around though? Now, mind you, I mean, like, go back to Soldier Slim. He was at his mom's crib. But I mean, what do you do there? You don't go see your moms? Dudes take out your moms? Or do you
crazy?
need to
there's artists that try to take their moms out of this situation, but their moms don't want to leave.
I was just about to say that too. Like, I mean, you should flip your shit and boom, get your moms out of there ASAP. Everybody move around. Move up out of that. But I don't know. I think like I said, it just comes to a mindset where, motherfuckers want to get it, and what are you getting it for? You're getting it like like Nip in earlier interviews, he's like, jewelry and shit is cool, but I want to invest. You know what I'm saying? I want real estate. You know what I'm saying? I want investment.
He did say that. He did. So I mean,
plug.
It's crap, but that going back to the hurricane. But really, what I was really trying to get to was, I mean, I love what you're saying. Not to cut you off, brother.
No, you good.
But I just like, what I really want to get at is, isn't it crazy how one-hit wonders usually end up?
Pop lock and drop it?
Ooh, R.I.P. Huey. Oh, look, like I said, 2020 is crazy. This is a crazy-ass year, man. And it's like, things are happening, like,
yeah,
one thing after another, man. Like, seriously, I don't know what to think about this year, man. I'm scared to see what December's gonna look like.
Hey, well, that's too far away. It's
not, brother. That's 5 months away.
Check this out. It is July 1st. Let's worry about this month.
Oh, okay. Well, as it say to say, I'm just like I'm not saying I'm scared because, like I said, I'm scared to see what December gonna look by. What's gonna look like by December. But right now, I am sweating. Right now, I am sweating because we just barely halfway.
Hey, never let him see you sweat.
Absolutely not. But my armpits is pretty fucking wet.
Oh shit, it's the wrong deodorant.
Pause.
It's the wrong deodorant.
Hey man, nervous out here in this world, man.
I mean, as far as everybody should be, but at the same time too, I guess my deal is where I just try to keep my head down and just worry, home front first,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Myself, my health, and I think that's that's another spinoff to say, both of us, trying to work out in the gym, got this gallon of water, you got to worry about your families at first, a lot of the news a lot of flip stuff, because I think a lot of it is worth it's trying to catch emotion. And so you just need to learn how to just, harness that emotion and taking the information and not so much of the emotion they're trying to deliver to us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So my deal is
go ahead, my bad.
So my deal is like, I like to take in a lot, but I like to take in a lot of perspectives
True.
Because I'm not there in these situations to see what goes on. You know,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been in
absolutely.
situations where like
Likewise.
I've seen a situation and I might take on, you know, a dialogue or a conversation one way, and then all of a sudden it gets spun to somebody else another way. It's like, nah, I don't think they were trying to say it like that or do it like this. What was, you know, like I said, because it's about information. We're too deep into these feelings, then everybody wants to be a feeling kind of deal. And that's not to disrespect, because I got feelings, you got feelings, everybody's got their feelings. But when we're given our information, it's to hit our feelings. It's supposed to touch us, you know?
Right.
Instead of saying, like, you know, at the end of the day, we can march all day, but marching is cool and I respect all them. But at the same time, like, what are we trying to get at? You know, because when it comes down to like niggas getting shot,
you gotta sit down in these city councils. These you actually, when it comes to electing these judges and these different I don't want to call them congressmen, but
congressmen,
congressmen,
all of them.
There we go, the Senate and whatever. All these other
Yep.
people that are actually, you actually have to go in here and actually speak and actually make the act. Look, it's not the '60s no more. Marching really don't do shit.
Nope.
I'm just gonna be. That's why I don't. I mean, I'm no disrespect. I agree with you. No disrespect, but what are we going to get? I mean, yes, you're bringing awareness to this shit, but
you know,
you don't get shit done like
nah,
that. It
because
really don't.
I think a lot of people have said it, and people are not really taking what I said. They're not processing the information like they should because they're too set on emotion and feeling. What needs to be done is you need to put that damn cardboard away, and you need to get a laminate piece of paper that states that you can purchase a weapon if you really want to protect yourself.
Facts.
You need to take the classes, you need to hit a range, you need to get ammo, and you need to get strapped, and you need to be just prepared for whatever. All this marching, all that cardboard, all that writing, cool and dandy and all, even these Instagrams, but yo, if you not really protecting yourselves for the streets, then what you doing in the streets? And that I'm not putting a threat out. I'm not putting a threat out to the police and saying this and that and the third, but I'm just saying, like, what you out here standing toe to toe with police just to be on somebody's, you know, iPhone or Samsung or whatever, just to get punched in the face or hit with mace these fucking rubber bullets and sandbags. Like, I've seen my own niggas getting hit with these motherfuckers. And I'm not saying like that they was like, you know, doing nothing wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, that was round one. You know, nah. You know, it's like it's like, you know,
round one.
It's like the Looney Tunes joints. You know, you always saw the build up with like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner and shit like that. You know, it's like he came through and he would like dig a hole, put sticks in it. Oh, that didn't work. Come through, you know, he might do the same trick, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna put a trap in this time. Didn't work. You know, I'm gonna build
big
this
ass anvil's waiting right here for this
anvil. Exactly.
It don't work.
X marked the spot. Whatever it is, you know, you just gotta keep elevating and stuff. But at the same time, like, everybody wants to talk about these rights and this and that and the third, but there's just so many perspectives and so many stories and so many different lanes for it. I think the one, you know, everybody wants to practice that, you know, First Amendment, but if you're not out here practicing that second, like, then you just a dud. And then you're sitting there really arguing about the 13th, but how you gonna protect yourself from the 13th if you ain't got dose in hand? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't get. And everybody know I go and I shoot. I hit the range. I go for sport and whatever the case is. But at the same time, like I said, I'm comfortable with what my situation is when it comes to me and mine. So if nobody is comfortable with them and theirs, then they need to figure out what they need to do or what they need to have to get there. Because like I said, you just running off of, you know, these emotions and what the news wants to tell you. I don't have time for that because I still got work in the morning and I still got people I have to deal with, you know, front hand rather than dealing with what 4 or 5 has got going on or what somebody else is out here spewing, all these other little videos of Karens and Kevins and whatever. Like, I got my own Karens and Kevins to worry about, but at the same time, like, I need to still deal with me, you know? But I don't know. I think I just been kind of, you know, evolved as a human. You know, especially since we're passing my pops, you know what I'm saying? I kind of deal with a little, you know, health. You know, I'm mindful. I guess I'm more of a mindful type of person where I try to get into like good habits, but then, you know, especially like when it comes to eating, working out, whatever. But then, you know, you slip on it. You know, you don't always go to the gym. You don't always eat healthy and don't always drink my gallon of water or whatever. But being mindful is the one thing that I think people need to do. And if they're not mindful of where it's like, oh, or they can't come back. You know, there's situations you into something, might say something you shouldn't have.
Right.
You need to be able to step back. You know, digress that situation, whatever. You might have to go back. You know, apologize to somebody. You know, I was in a bad place. Yep. I shouldn't have said this. I shouldn't have done that. You know, that's not how this needs to get dealt with. That's not how this should happen.
Right.
Like Swizzy calling Drake a bitch ass nigga. Came back and apologized.
In the same damn little video, in the same damn thing. In the same damn, if it was a letter and it was all wrote down and typed or whatever, it's in the same paragraphs. You called him a bitch and then apologized in the same damn paragraph.
Sometimes it be like that. I think that was the hype of the joint. You know, they was like talk whatever. You know, fuck these bitch ass niggas. But it came out where I think it was. I don't know where he was going at. Maybe he was calling him a bitch ass nigga, and I feel
he meant that, and then he realized, damn, I can't. What if I need a hit?
I think he got some tracks with him. Yeah, how you?
What
do
if
that?
I need a hit?
Yo,
no. Or he probably was talking, and then it dawned on. Oh, I just sent him that one track. Yikes! Hey.
Your man Kanye said it best though. He said, "Don't ever say shit where you end up apologizing." You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But at the same time, like I said, I don't know. I don't even know exactly where that conversation was going or where it came from when he said it. I just heard that he said something, and with the clip I saw, I didn't know he was talking about anybody. I thought he was just saying it in general. Fuck these bitch ass niggas, and just played this hot ass joint, and that was it. But they was like he was talking about Drake, and once again, that's that emotion and that's that feeling they try to deliver. Because if it was just like, oh, watch Busta Rhymes and Swizzy chit chat on the live, but it was like as soon as you throw in Swizzy called Drake a bitch ass, you're like, what?
He did.
Swizzy not talking about my Drake.
Yes, he was.
What?
Directly. Listen,
my Tootsie Slide?
That shit hard though.
The Tootsie Slide?
Yeah. That shit hard.
Is that a Swizzy production?
Nah, that's a 40.
No, I know it is.
But that's what I'm saying. He probably said that. Then Reed Cannon was like, "Damn, I just sent that nigga this track."
Yo,
I apologize.
Yeah, you know I was playing.
I was just playing with
you,
dog.
You know I wouldn't trip.
Man, you know how we. Then he probably called him like, "Man, you know how we do."
you know how Bus be getting.
Shit, we started talking about all the problems.
Bus be tripping.
Straight up, man.
Not even.
Hey, before we get up out of here, hey, let's talk about some albums that we might be listening to, or you know what I mean, coming out that we're looking forward to. Let the people know before we get up out of here.
What have you been listening to?
Oh, I couldn't wait to answer this question. So,
I want to hear what you
lately, as of late, man, I've been a huge fan of Griselda.
Oh,
a huge fan of Griselda.
I heard they're not happy with their deal. I don't know if we want to spin off into that conversation.
I never heard such a...
Yeah.
With Shady?
Yeah.
See...
And it's a funky deal because isn't only two of them on it and one's not.
Bingo. See? Listen. First of all, Shady fucked up. I could have told them from the gate, y'all fucked up. First of all, okay, listen.
You know you done fucked up, right?
You know you fucked up, right? Now, granted, at one point, Conway was making a lot of noise, as well as West Side Gun.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to my nigga Tony, Badonish, put me on what told me about Benny. Like, yo, you listen to Conway, but you ain't listen to Benny? I was like, well, I've heard him, but I wasn't really listening.
Right.
Then he turned me on.
Because as a group, yeah, you hear them all, and you just like, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm focused on the solo, like Conway. That's that nigga. So I'm assuming Shady might have been the same way. The crooked face. I love that shit though, man. But but listen, they're probably thinking in the same mind frame that I probably was at that time. Like, yo, that nigga right there, he's the truth. And he's, labels are nowadays, real talk, are late. Is it fair to say?
Well, yeah, that's why, I mean.
Because the underground ain't necessarily underground unless you're the label. If you know what I'm saying?
You said
the underground is not necessarily underground unless you're the label.
Oh, like the label's the underground.
No. Well, see, Griselda at that point, when I before in like 17, 18, when I started catching on to them, were underground, if you would, right?
Right.
But see, is it fair? It's almost fair to say that there really ain't no underground rap scene anywhere. I mean, you can say there is, but there really isn't because everybody's got access to the internet.
Right.
So you know what I mean? There's really no music that really is like hidden.
Now, but it's to say there's still music that's hidden because whether or not it's on the internet, you still have to find it. It's not promoted.
Okay,
I guess it's not on like a curated unless it's on a curated playlist or the album is pushed by somebody. There is still music like you might have to be.
I take that back.
Like, well, who is this? What is that? Like, I just got put on to.
I stand corrected.
Who is this nigga? Have you heard? Oh shit! I have to find another joint. But continue.
But I think Shady was pretty much had the mind frame of when I first started listening to Griselda. Yo, Conway, that's that nigga. Grab him and West because they're making the noise right now. But see, when I got all this, when Tony put me on, like, yo, you need to listen. I know you heard him, but you need to listen to him. So I started listening to Benny and was like, damn, this nigga's on fire. This nigga actually is nicer.
Larry June. Continue.
So I'm like, this nigga's nicer. So I'm assuming at that point, it was when they were negotiating, they were probably like, we want these two because these two right here is making the noise and they're going to be fire.
Yeah.
Little did they know, there was a small flame that was embering.
He was the blue flame.
He
was that one that was keeping it hot.
Little did they know. And, and he even said it in an interview I was watching. He was like, I'm pretty sure Shady's mad right now.
Yeah. And he's cozy where he at.
Oh, no, he's even better because he's independent.
Yeah.
He's seeing every bit.
Oh, yeah.
So, with that being said, I think that's probably what happened. Like, they probably just caught on to them. Just, you know what I mean? They caught on to Griselda, but when they caught on to Griselda, they caught on to the wave when it was just Conway and Westside Gun bouncing back and forth. They didn't catch on to because by the time they made that deal, Tana Talk was just coming out. Tana Talk 3. And that's what set Benny on fire. And that came out last year. And that shit, that Tana Talk 3.
Yeah. Off the chain.
Oh my God, nigga. If you haven't listened to that, listen to it. But as of now, though, lately I've been listening to a lot of Griselda. Album I'm listening to right now, I'm gonna have to say, and who I've also been listening to a lot lately, shout out to Tony again. Currency.
Yo, he put out an album like
every month, every two.
Months?
No, it feels like he drops an album every month, but it's sooner than that.
It's like every 3 weeks,
every week or two, or some random shit. It's but he drops albums like crazy. But this last one he just dropped with But yo, I like that last joint. It's called Spring Clean, and I like that. It's nice. I like it. I think it's really dope. Really, really dope.
He do got some shit though.
So as of right now, that's what I've been listening to, including Griselda, Westside. That's Westside Gun, Conway the Machine, and Benny the Butcher. I've been listening to what else I've been listening to? As far as new shit, I've been trying to finish the new Run the Jewels.
Oh, you ain't heard all that?
I haven't heard it all yet. Like I said, there's been a lot of things I've been trying to catch up with and also listen to at the same time. So I'm literally just bouncing from one album to it. Like Nino Man just dropped.
Did it?
Yeah. Hungry for Success Part 3 just dropped last Friday. So I'll be listening. So that Currency drop, right? Then I'll hurry up and finish that, and I'll go back to an old album. Yeah. And then a new album will drop. So I've been doing a lot, I've been doing a lot of bouncing. Do note, I've only been home for about a month, so I'm kind of trying to. So I'm still trying to catch up on albums that I'm even missed out from last year. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's wild, like how much music does come out because it's hard to either keep up or when you hear something like either receive it the way like you should receive it. Because have you heard of did you hear that Freddie Gibbs?
No. I didn't even know.
Freddie Gibbs. Shout out Freddie Gibbs and that nigga act trying to get into it and shit. But Freddie Gibbs came out with a new album that had who was it? Madlib or whatever.
Shit. Okay. He was on the West Side Gun album too that just dropped.
Freddie Gibbs.
Uh-huh.
Bro, that he had the Bandana Beats, or the Bandana album was hot, but he just came out with that
he was just in it.
Alfredo.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but it's funny that you brought him up because he was just in an interview earlier this last week. And he actually said, quote unquote, Gigi's music is irrelevant right now.
Is irrelevant right now. What's he talking about?
I mean, listen, that 2020 Pyrex that Jeezy dropped, I had to go back. Like I said, that dropped. I had to go back and listen to that. I thought that was pretty nice for the 7-8 tracks that he put on there.
Shit, now that you said that, I don't know if I caught that one.
It was a surprise. No, but not too many people even know. See, but with that being said, could he be right?
Yeah.
He didn't say his music was irrelevant in general. Like, he didn't do nothing big in 06. He said right now,
right,
his music is irrelevant. So I guess with what you just said, you are proving.
Like I didn't.
You didn't know it, but I knew it though, because it popped up because it's as on my Apple Music. I got certain artists that they inform me on because I listen to them a lot.
I definitely missed that.
2020 Pyrex.
The baby is hot. Roddy Ricch is hot.
I love Roddy Ricch.
Oh,
I love the young boy.
What about that Jay Electronica?
No homo.
And Jay Electronica and that Jay-Z album though.
Who?
Jay Electronica and Jay-Z.
Oh, I did hear that.
Yeah.
You really want my honest opinion?
A written testimony. Yes.
You want my whole listen, first of all.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
Okay, listen. Okay. Okay, how should I start this? Because I don't want to offend any diehard Jay lovers, Jay fans, or even people that are fans of Jay Electronica that were waiting 10 years for this. Because that's how long we waited. You do realize that, right?
What? That
for the album, period. It's been 10 years.
But was that his? I thought that was what's his name's decision though. That was Electronica's decision. I thought.
For what?
To be waiting that long. He didn't feel like he wanted to drop nothing in that series.
And so here's where I start to go in. First of all, it should have been Jay Electronica and Jay-Z. Okay, might as well have been a collab album. The first person to spit a bar on the album was Jay-Z.
Yeah, I was surprised when I did hear Jay on that. I thought it was tripping because I was like, oh shit, Jay Electronica.
He was the first motherfucker you hear,
and I was like,
it's Jay Electronica album, like, your debut album, and the first motherfucker I hear is Jay.
Yeah.
Now I asked myself a question: are you really just running? Sitting here hoping to be carried on the back of this legendary artist, or are you going to actually display your wordplay that we was waiting to hear for since Exhibit C? I thought we was going to get a whole bunch of that. Don't get me wrong. He was on there dropping some jewels, but let's be for real, man. When I'm listening to my music, listen, you could go on your podcast and talk about that. I'm going to listen all day, but when I'm listening to my music, I'm trying to chill, turn up, or whatever the case may be in that mood that I want to hear from my music. I'm not trying to be fed a whole bunch of knowledge during my music when I'm trying to do what I want to do with my music.
But now to say that, when are you at a time with your music trying to be fed knowledge though?
See, there's times where I can be.
Because,
for example, I think the way that he was doing it, I don't think it was. It either wasn't being done right or it's not perfected yet. Because there's been
Jay's music,
Jay Electronica. Because when I listen to Nas, when I listen to tracks, for example, man, there's just so many Nas tracks where he's just dropping random jewels.
I think every track.
And I can listen to his shit and I can.
It ain't hard to tell.
Boom, boom,
you know what I'm saying?
Boom. But like that, you know what I mean? Versus, and let me just start off, and let me go ahead and say it. Just about every fucking beat on the goddamn track was whack.
On the Jay Electronica?
Yeah.
I don't think you listen to the same album.
No. We listened to the same one, bro.
I don't think you listen to the same album.
Bro.
You know what? And you know what? What could have been? Maybe when you sat down and listened to it, you were in another space, but you wasn't in the right space to receive it.
No,
Because
I was in the right space.
Because with Jay Electronica,
when I seen it,
yeah, but you
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time. I clicked on that ASAP.
I think what it is,
I was just disappointed, fam.
I don't know if I was disappointed to say, because as soon as I heard Farrakhan on there, like,
no, when I heard Farrakhan, I was like, oh, we about to get some I knew we were probably going to get a whole lot of knowledge. I just think the way that the knowledge was delivered wasn't proper. And then on top of that, I've waited 10 years, nigga. 10 years.
Yeah.
I was very I finished the album. I finished the album. I listened to the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
I like the Ghost of Soldier Slim.
Yeah.
That track, now that's fire.
Nah, but what's the other joint though? Something about the Suns or whatever like that?
No, there's a couple of tracks on there too that have been leaked.
That Swizzy joint though, that one was hot.
Okay. Well, like I said, there was a couple of them, but to make me wait 10 years for some shit that I'm thinking, like I said, don't front, when you heard that Exhibit C, you can still pump. Every time I play that,
yeah,
I still get I make the ugliest face, and I give I for real give the serious, aggressive head nod too, like, you know what I mean? Like, I still do that. 10 years later, I still do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a whole bunch of that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, damn, this nigga his debut album, he's definitely gonna give it to us.
But you was rocking with like one song though. Now you gotta get him and take it as an album.
No. He's been dropping other little tracks here and there.
But I mean, they little. Like if you drop anything, he was doing features. If anything, if you look at his playlist, like a lot of it might be features, and he only has like a few tracks like he really put out for a 10-year span. He only has a few. He ain't got like 10 years worth of stuff where he can be like, yo, this is a whole album right here. And I mean, how many remixes were there for the Exhibit? I mean, didn't he have a E or a D or something like that? Or isn't there an Exhibit A?
No, there was like one. But even
I thought that was an Exhibit something before the C.
No, it was Exhibit C.
Yeah, that one was hot. Just Blaze on that joint.
Yes.
But I don't know. Like I said, I took the album for what it was worth. I guess I listened to it for the beats. That's my first take.
I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed.
I think I was rocking with it because like where it was at. I think where the time it came out. I guess for what I've been searching for. Maybe it's a personal thing.
Is it? And I think he got out rapped too.
By Jay-Z?
Yeah. He got out rapped just about every track that Jay was on. He got out rapped.
We're gonna put a pin in this conversation. I'm gonna listen to this shit again, and next week we're gonna come back.
Actually, do that. I promise you. He got out rapped every fucking track. It's your debut. Listen, when I say it's your debut album. I waited 10 years from the moment that I heard you, and I was told that there was going to be a Jay Electronica album drop.
But I think he got out rapped because at the same time, I mean, you have Hove on a joint. And why he's on the whole album, nobody knows still. But
he shouldn't have been.
But it's Jay-Z.
He shouldn't have been, though. So what, you just plan on riding the coattail of a legendary artist?
No,
then?
But who said that he was riding the coattail? Because he might have been doing his own thing, and Jay was like, move aside. And you know what I'm saying? Because Hove is Hove. He is going to bring a different energy. Once you hear Jay on track, like your ear already isn't, it's a biased already. Because you've heard from Reasonable Doubt to now, and then you hear Exhibit C, and 10 years later you get an album, but you get Hove on it, and you like, oh well shit, if Hove's on it, like I don't even have to listen to this nigga. I'll wait another 10 for you, and just accept what you gave me.
I'll wait another 10.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
might as well.
I think it's like a processing thing,
Might as well though, right?
Hey, to bring up Reasonable Doubt, the album is Reasonable Drought. You ain't heard that? Bruh. Stove God Cooks with Rock Marciano.
Oh, okay.
Rock Marciano produced like the whole joint. Son, Stove God Cooks. Look that up. Bump that when you leave here. Don't listen to shit else.
And I just started like peeping him out.
No, you're not listening. When you leave, don't listen to shit else but this motherfucker. load it up now.
Rock?
So, no. It's Stove Cook God.
Oh,
Stove God cooks.
Oh.
Stove God cooks. But it's a I guess what you want to
Wait,
call
hold
it.
on. What's it called again?
Reasonable Drought.
Stove. What's the name of
the
the
artist?
Oh.
Yeah, it's awkward. Yes, it's an awkward name. Cooks. I think she kind of go. I think go by Cooks, but I don't know where you got the Stove God Cooks. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. He be on the Stove God. But this Rock Marciano, he got a couple other beat albums, and I think he got an album with somebody else, maybe even like a compilation.
I'll check him out when I leave here.
But when you leave, that better be queued up to go into your Bluetooth audio or USB or whatever it is that you listen to your shit. Line in, bumping.
Yeah.
Bruh, you are not going to be dissatisfied. Hey, that hard nod you was talking about for Exhibit C, I just gave it back to you. If Jay Electronica couldn't give it to this nigga, pause.
Not even.
I'm gonna make sure. Hey,
aggressive.
Hey,
aggressive.
There you go.
Head nod, nigga.
There you go. Bump this. Guaranteed. If you hear this shit, guaranteed. You like, wow.
You know,
and this is another one of those joints where it's like, who is this nigga?
Hold on. Then on another note, just not to cut you off and move on so suddenly though.
Nope, that's it. That's the alert. Now everybody else, listen to Reasonable Drop. Shout outs to Stove God Cooks and Rock Marciano.
All right, but other than that, I've been listening to a lot of Styles P as well because he's been dropping like crazy. Like I said, I've been gone for a couple years, so my listening package consists of a lot of shit that I'm trying to catch up on that might have dropped last year, and then catching up what's been dropping today. Now, not today, but
right,
and this time, so. It's kind of hard to say, but the moment that I do see Griselda, I click on it.
Blink. Hey, let's not forget about the homie Mills.
Yeah, shout out Mills, man.
Freestyles left and right.
I see you.
Yep, he got a setup. He got a home studio set up.
Don't y'all have a project y'all working together?
We working. War Cry.
He said we working. I see. Okay. I ain't trying to. Look. I know it's G4 classified, but
No, not even. I mean, we talk about it. You know what I mean? So, the War Cry. We got the War Cry. It's not a single track, but the title track of a lot more to come. The freestyles, they stay up. Again, JB Life Lessons, first debut album, and that's on every streaming platform, so you can get that on.
That's out right now.
Spotify, iTunes, Tidal.
Hell yeah, go get that. I think
it might be on YouTube or something like that. But
go get that.
Got the singles, couple videos getting worked on. Got more projects on the way. So while we talking new music, talk our music.
Hell
already.
Yeah. Well, that War Cry. What I heard from you all. Matter of fact, that the tracks. So y'all, the people y'all can check them out too. They've been posted. You know what I'm saying. What's is it on your page or is it on Mill's page?
What one?
The tracks that you guys been leaking from the War Cry. Are they on his page?
They just everywhere. I mean, depending on what it is, a lot of them be on his because a lot of them are like if they're like freestyles. I like to keep it 100. Where if
look up Don Millie.
Yep, Don Millie.
He changed up his name too.
Yep, I think he's on the gram. I think he's Don Millie 45 on the gram.
Okay, yeah. So check him out. He's got him on there. But the tracks that I'm not sure if every track that he's posted, everybody's heard.
YouTube. You can find him on YouTube.
Okay, but
Predator
I'm not sure
music.
what everybody's heard. What I've heard. I mean, I know a couple tracks people have heard, but I don't know about everything else because you sent me the care package.
Yep. But
all I'm gonna say is
I would assume that everything you've heard, they probably got as well. So I know. Yep. They'll be on his YouTube page. A lot of times, like if I'm putting up something, I mean, I record most of my niggas, but if I produced it, then I'm putting it on my page. But if it's something of their own, then I let them, do their thing. I share it, but I don't put it up on my thing because that's just not what I do.
Oh yeah, no. And then also, shout out to homie Rello, man. Rello Gold.
Oh yeah,
Rello. Shout out Rello.
Fucking Gold.
He's got that what you know about it coming out.
Is it about to come out?
I believe so. I'm not sure if it's out yet or if it's
Oh,
coming
you
out.
know what? Damn, shout out to Rello. He was hitting me up, and I was like, yeah, I got you something. But I was in transition of a lot of shit, so
I gotta hit him up
I'ma
because
have to
I
hit
hit him
that
up when I
nigga
got out. Just told him,
Mhm.
he hit me up and was, hey, welcome home type shit. So, I'm gonna get back. Matter of fact, we should bring him back
yes.
to the show. We can get,
Have we had him on the show before?
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. Okay, just
yeah,
making
we
sure.
had him on the show.
That was like early shows.
The early show too.
That was the one mic shows. I think.
See,
when we
baby
had
steps,
one
nigga, that we
mic.
had two.
Yeah. And we had
and
one mic.
And we'll also, like I said, man, y'all stay tuned, man. We'll also be back with we'll have video footage so y'all can see us talk our shit. Hey, I think we gonna have to wrap it up here. Is there anything else though? I mean, want to let the people know? Because I mean, that's just a whole lot. But I mean, we'll be sitting here for like a month.
We're trying to catch up right now. It's 2 years worth. I mean, we're trying to catch up. We'll just have to catch them on the next. Talk about the clothing brand I got started up.
Ooh, why don't you drop a little?
Yeah,
drop a little. Sprinkle them a little bit.
Salt Bay.
Sprinkle.
Yo, Invest Streetwear.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, trying to get into that. That's a long story. So we'll begin on the next episode talking about the invest and how I came up with that or whatever, and trying to get that rocking. By the next show, it should be up and clicking. So you know what I'm saying? Get the picking.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, boy, this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. 2 years long. But hey, glad y'all stay tuned and listen, man. I'm not even sure how in the hell did I even end the episode? What a nigga used to say?
I don't know.
Well, fuck it.
Damn, terrible.
I know I used to say some shit, right?
I don't remember. But we used to have our sponsor, 6 Man Brewing, and that's no mas.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
So
don't worry
sponsored by Invest Streetwear.
There we dang.
Like that.
We back, baby. Yeah, man. All right, man. But shout out to the people, man. The party people. We own people. Yeah, checking us out. My name is DJ Phil, my nigga.
Hey, major boy. Yeah, you know what it is.
We'll be back with the next episode, with another episode, man. We're gonna finish catching up, and then we're gonna start getting to some real shit. Like I said, stay tuned, man. We're gonna be taking baby steps, but we taking baby steps, but trust me, this motherfucker's gonna be walking, and then soon we're gonna be running, and then after that, we just gonna be lapping y'all motherfuckers.
We flying.
We coming. No homo. But you know what I'm saying?
Unless it's in your mama's throat.
Definitely in your mama's throat, man. We out, man. Peace.